Okay, this video is going to show how to enable logging in the PluginManager module. So first off, I've got a GitHub page for our GitHub project for FMP standards. This file that I'm showing you how to download is only on my project. It hasn't been accepted into the main repository yet. So you go to this page here, this URL. Select the log branch. You can go to functions, log.fmp12, and when you click view raw, it should download the file. So I'm going to copy that into my working directory here. And then I can close that. So let's open up, let's see. So I've got a plugin enabled. Let's open up the log file. And I'm going to install the logger module. This video isn't so much about using the log as it is enabling logs for PluginManager. So I'm not going to go into the detail of installing it. I'm just going to see if it's installed here. Okay, so it was installed. Now I'm going to modify my PluginManager config create log entry script, and I'm going to call the new logger module that I just added. Oops, move that out of the screen here. So then I'm going to copy that step and also add it to the plugin checker config create log entry script. Now that should be all that's necessary to enable logging. These config scripts will define how much data is logged, but I'm going to start by just using the default log level. So let's just check at the default log level. I already know base elements plugins installed this version, so if I just check if it's installed, it shouldn't create any log entries at the default log level. Scriptmaster is not installed, and it's also not even available. I haven't added the file, the plugin file here. So this should create some log entries at the default log level. So I just ran that script, and here we are. Here's some log entries. Let's have a look at those. So you can view it as let notation, or you can click the parse log data to view it in a portal. And the error is that the file is not found in table. So that's hopefully pretty descriptive. The file isn't here. So I'm going to go and add the file. I've got the plugin right here. On Windows, save. And now if we run the same script, this one, did it create a log entry? It looks like I did have a error here. So at the default log level, it tells you that this script was just installed. So it tells you that PluginManager install ran, tells you how long it took to run. Basically it's saying that it exited without errors. So in other words, the plugin specified in the parameter and the version test was installed. So the script parameter here is scriptmaster, version test is greater than or equal to 4.205. So that's the default log levels. I'm going to delete these log entries and try again. So let's delete that again. Go back to how we started. Actually, I'm going to delete Oops, I'm going to uninstall the plugin so that we can start again with a different log level and show you what happens. Okay, so now if I go in and I change the log level right to, so here's a description of the log levels. The default is log level 3, which is info. If you put a lower number, it's going to log less information. If you put a higher number, it's going to create more log entries. So I'm going to do trace just to show you the max data that would be logged. And I'm going to do it for both. You can do it independently, but I'm going to, just for this example here, I'm going to do it for both modules, plugin checker and plugin manager. And let's see, so no plugins are installed, base elements. I'm going to check if base elements is installed. And now check the log. And it looks like these are all the log entries created for a single check with the maximum level of detail. So when it installs a plugin, that is. So you can see it creates a fair amount of data. You can look through here, but it's logging every single step of the process and every decision that's been made. This message here is the kind of the meat of what's going on. So it's telling you it chose the 32-bit Windows. Tells you which record it found, etc., etc. Let's see, I'm going to run that same script again now that it's installed and show you how much detail it logs when it's already installed. So there, when it doesn't have to install one, it just logs these 3, even at the highest level of detail. And vice versa, if we go over to script master without the file, in the database, it's going to log a lot of detail. And it's also going to log some errors here. Let's scroll up a bit. So at the end, the log level, higher log level is more severe. So this is a warning, which is what I'm using for most errors. So an error occurred, and the error was, actually I'm going to parse it so it's easier to see. The error was error code 203, file not found in tables. That's the same error we saw before. And it's also telling you that it's looking for a file that's matching 32-bit Windows that will pass this version test of this plugin name. So again, we'll go back and add it. And Windows 32-bit. And we'll run it again. Just clearing that out so we can see which log entries are created. So this time it installed it. Plugin Manager, because it ran Plugin Manager. Oops. Let me scroll. Sorry, you can't see that. So it ran the Plugin Manager install script. Log level is only 3. You go into the detail here, it exited without an error code, so you know that it installed it. And again, just to reiterate all this, now the next time I run it, it only creates a couple log entries because it's already installed. So that's the basics of logging here. I think that should get you started. This will be very useful when it comes to debugging server-side use. So eventually the Plugin Manager module should be able to install plugins on the server, and this logging stuff will help exponentially for debugging that.